listening to it if we're allowed to play it. This is not Taylor Swift. This is Jack the Underdog. He is a musician going viral right now, performing a Taylor Swift song, Back to December. We got him right here. More than 1 million views, right? And he's here on the show, the Spiel. So he's going to take us to many, 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 many millions of views.
Yes.
I knew you'd be ready. How are you, Lucas?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know what? Could not be better, in part because of our lakeside retreat that we featured a couple of shows back. What was your favorite part?
Sam.
Sam.
Simply Sam.
Okay. Unfortunately, Sam, do you want to turn the camera on yourself? Because he's referring to you. Can you?
Double click it.
3 clicks.
3 clicks? Oh, there he is. All right. So Sam was your favorite part. You guys really bonded.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we encourage you guys to do. And hopefully you learn a lot here on the Spiel. If you really want to get to know your coworkers, invite them to the lake for a weekend. I mean, not that you may want to drown them, but what you say?
Jump in a cold lake.
Yeah, jump in a cold lake with them, which we did that. And listen, it is so good. We are bringing it back for a second time. This plunge, guys, look, the hottest wellness trend, and it's about getting what? Really, 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 really cold.
Yeah.
Yeah? What was the temperature? Did you measure?
No, I don't.
I think Rob did, and it was like 41, and I'm going to call BS on that. It felt like negative everything, right?
Well, he did measure it at the surface.
Okay, exactly. Down around the ankles and the legs, and okay, this is my very favorite part. We're going to let Walker just pick it up from here. Listen to the sound bite. Walker here, Walker here.
I feel like, I don't know how to work the body.
Oh my God, your hands are frozen.
What are you're saying something about? I can't work the body?
Yeah, I think it was just like such a shock coming out of that cold water because I had never done that before.
Right.
It felt like everything was super tense, and I know like if you're watching the clip, you can see me grabbing your and Rob's hands.
That's right. After you referred to me, I believe it's Angela, which means that was you were scolding me in a way, I believe.
I don't remember saying that, but I remember being terrified.
Angela.
I remember consoling with Lucas prior because he was like, dude, you don't have to jump in the water if you don't want to. I was like,
It was peer pressure at its finest.
I needed to do it for the.
You know why I did that?
It was reverse psychology.
It was, listen, guys, I elongated your lives.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I mean, not that we're encouraging you to go jump in a lake, which is kind of funny to say, but truly these cold plunges, you're hearing all about them. You can figure out what time period in there is best for you. For us, it was minutes just because we couldn't stand up. It was slippery rocks.
Do you know what we also did?
What?
We were able to like fast for like 4 hours because Raphael took literally forever.
I know, cooking for us. So yeah, we were fasting and healing ourselves by the plunge.
Healthy.
It was that was a healthy retreat. So let me tell you what we did, guys. And look, this is these scientists and these people, whether we believe them or whether what they're saying is true or not, listen to this. How could we not have known this? So it improves your immunity. You're fine. Like any handrails, whatever, you're good. Just go ahead, put it in your mouth, your hands in your mouth, you're good to go. That's it. Improved immunity. Your sleep quality should be much better. And increased fat burning. I've already shed like 10 pounds. Yes, okay, very good. Thanks, Rob, thanks. Actually, because of that weekend, I put on some weight. But anyway, and the reason that this happens is because, you want to guess? You're really good at figuring these things out, Lucas. Why do you think all of that comes into play? Shivering, yes. And when your body shivers,
Or shock.
it activates a reaction inside the fat cells. So your body begins to burn all those bad things that you don't need and repair itself, and because it thinks it's dying. Which I think we said that at one point. We were asking people to come towards our voices. You are not dying. It was a wonderful experience, and we truly enjoyed it. This show's going to be a wonderful experience today. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, what do you mean it's going to be a wonderful experience today? It is
Always.
every day.
Every week. Just gets
Every
better.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In part because of the adventures we go on.
And me.
And Lucas.
And the puppies.
We have puppies today, and we have kitty cats. So if you're allergic, now is the time to leave because they're coming in, baby.
Change the channel.
Change the channel. All right, guys, there are so many reasons to come back, so stay right there. And they've always said that, you know, if you have a television show and you bring on senior citizens, babies, or puppies, that's a recipe for success. So why are we here, Austin? You know, we're going to talk about maybe all those things, right?
Well, sure, absolutely.
Austin Todd is here with me, and I'm sorry that I'm making you stand for this portion. A little leg injury there for your other pastime, which is...
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is what I do for fun. So
For fun. Okay. So we have another video where you can actually, I can't believe I'm going to call for this. You have video when the accident happens and you can hear the bones snapping, you said.
you definitely can.
Look, we're going for ratings, and sometimes that stuff works. You know, here's how people watch that. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us, the owner of Rising Sun Pet Supply, but also Rising Sun Canine Training. You're a busy guy.
I do my best.
Yeah, and you know, here's the other thing that I love about your story. So in downtown Marion, which we all know there's been a resurgence there, just a gorgeous town, a lot of growth happening. There was a building that your family is fond of. How many generations have occupied that building?
So my great-grandfather actually bought it from the original builder.
Okay.
And then was gifted to my grandfather, which was purchased by me. It's a legacy building. It's almost exactly how we left it. We haven't changed anything except for in the early 1900s, they changed which way the building faces. But
Right on the square there in Marion, or where?
it's one street off the square. It's on Jefferson Street.
Excellent.
And it's super, super cool to be able to work with a building that my grandfather and great-grandfather have like laid their legacy into. You know?
Oh, it has such history, and now just a different sign outside, and it's a sign that you should definitely see, and you should visit the store because you care about community. I can tell that you're always doing things for the area and trying to leave your mark in other ways. Talk a little bit about that desire.
Yeah, so before I hurt my leg, we were on a mission to do one charity event a month.
Okay.
So for Thanksgiving, I know it wasn't huge, but we were able to feed like 36 families, almost full Thanksgiving dinners, which was really cool. And then we actually ended up being able to leave some to a local charity after we were done with that for people that didn't pick up the food and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
And then we work with a couple of other local nonprofits, which is really fun and interesting.
Imagine if every business would do that across the nation, what kind of impact could be made? That would be huge then, right? You know, I love this story, and I know I promised you we're going to have some animals, so that's what we're going to do. And we've got to thank a special lady for making that happen for us, Diane Doherty. She's going to join us on set, and she has with her Bandit and Zelda.
Come here, Zelda.
Oh, here, look at this.
Bandit
See?
wants to come. Zelda's a little shy.
Our ratings just
Come
went up.
on.
I felt that. Like more television sets just came on.
Oh,
and
see, now we're going to have Zelda too. Zelda decided to come with
absolutely
Bandit.
precious. You know, St. Francis Care is so important, Diane, and you've been doing this since the early
Forever.
2000s,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
2000s?
It was a dream in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
And then we opened in 06.
Okay.
And we've been going strong ever since.
That is incredible. It's a 501c3, so you
Yes.
need to check it out. St. Francis Care, and it's in Murfreesboro, Illinois.
Yes.
And with like a day's notice, you said, yes, I have animals. I can bring them over. So our dog whisperer can, you know, show us the difference there.
We're ready.
in-house.
Anytime we can get exposure that creates maybe an adoption
Yes.
or $5 donation, I'm in.
Yeah, and you so impressed me today with your discussion of your vet you have there
Yes.
in the clinic. And I think 20,000.
She's approaching Dr. Kay Crease. She's
Okay.
approaching her 20,000th spay and neuter for us.
Wow.
So if an average litter is 5 or 6, look at all the unwanted animals that we have kept from coming into Southern Illinois. So
Right.
we have about 150 to 200 dogs and cats. That's our mission, dogs and cats.
Yeah.
But we are making a difference, and,
You are.
and we try to encourage everybody to spay and neuter. And we are a low-income spay and neuter clinic.
Okay.
And then if that fails, then we rescue, and then we adopt.
Excellent. And you know, the other work you're doing, these animals have such ability to help people in trying times. And in particular, you've recognized that in the prison systems. How are you using these animals?
We are so fortunate to be involved with the United States Prison Marion. And that is the first medium security prison to ever have a dog program.
Wow.
And our second class of dogs is ready to graduate next Thursday. February 29th, they'll graduate. We had 4 in the initial class and 6 in this, and then we're taking 6 over. They're trained by the inmates. It's a win-win. The whole atmosphere of the prison is elevated because dogs are there.
Dogs are there.
Just like you said, you know, everybody is happy when there's a dog, and it's made a huge impact on the prison, the whole atmosphere there. And of course, our dogs are being trained, and out of the 6 that are there, we already have applications and probably good homes waiting for 4. We still need good homes for 2. Lyle and Nash are looking for a home, but
that's wonderful.
Anyway, if you're
Look at
looking
these
for
two.
a dog, please adopt, don't shop.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So
a cat.
now you're going to help us show to our lovely audience here that dogs can be taught not to gnaw on their leashes and not to bark really loudly all the time and to love one another and to get along well with the family. So you're going to give us some little pointers for that. And you've shared that it's probably best if we separate them and,
Yes.
and you know, we'll just have one at a time.
Yes.
So who's going to go first? Would it be
I think
Bandit or Zelda?
Zelda's girl first. She's our
Zelda's
little,
ready.
She's a 5-month-old terrier mix.
Okay. I don't know if we should go to break while we sit or should we stay? Walker, what do you think? Maybe. Okay, we're going to go to break so we can make sure that Zelda's ready. We can make sure we have treats so they're responsive to your commands, and then we'll make sure that we get you down and then back up. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll be right back.
When I think about summer, all the beautiful times I watched you laughing from the passenger side and realized I loved you in the fall.
And they don't really have that when they don't come factory preset that way, you know.
Okay.
So we have to teach them that space is important and what space means to us as individuals.
Okay.
Specifically in adolescence, that addiction to nicotine, whether you're smoking cigarettes or using a vape, that addiction to nicotine can have a very harmful effect on a developing brain. Adolescents and even adults up into the early 20s, their brain is still developing. And so when we introduce a real addictive product like nicotine into that developing brain, it can have a big impact on how they develop. The addiction to nicotine that happens is a big problem, whether it's through a vape or through cigarettes.
We have a policy where it's no insurance, no problem. That means that there's no barriers to getting medical help for those that need it. We also have a pharmacy that offers discounted prices or even sliding scale to those patients that aren't able to afford it otherwise.
We provide courier service to all of our facilities.
There's so many programs that they offer, whether the sliding scale or helping to get their prescriptions through the right clinic. That's all helpful in making sure that the whole picture is covered for their health care.
Hi, I'm Alex again with All the Right Spaces. We do custom woodworking throughout the home. All of our products are made specifically for your space. They can really be made any way that you want them made so that they fit into your home. This accent wall that we did here, it was customized to fit this space. All of our products are made to last a lifetime, and we do guarantee them. We don't do anything that we don't believe in. So we want to make sure that it's right and it's right for you and you love it when we leave.
What's up, y'all? My name is Jack the Underdog. Here is a Taylor Swift cover. Here's Back to December. Ready?
These days I haven't been sleeping, staying up, playing back myself, leaving. Well, your birthday passed and I didn't go. When I think about summer, all the beautiful times I watched you laughing from the passenger side and realized I loved you in the fall. And then the cold came, the dark days when fear crept in my mind. You gave me all your love and all I gave you was goodbye. So this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you saying I'm sorry for that night. And I go back to December all the time. It turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you, wishing I'd realize what I had when you were mine. I go back to December, turn around and make it alright. I go back to December all the time.
Austin Todd is the man of the hour, and people want to hear how to keep, just like you want to keep your kids in line, and hope that they make you proud in public and at home when you have guests over. You want the same for your animals as well. And what are some of those biggest complaints that you get?
So some of the biggest complaints that I see with these guys are space management. That's a huge thing. Just like as much as we love our cuddles and our snuggles, we don't want them constantly
on you.
So we don't necessarily want them licking our face all the time. We don't want them constantly getting our nice slacks, muddy after they came out from their nice run outside in the morning.
Sure.
And they don't really have that when they don't come factory preset that way,
Okay.
So we have to teach them that space is important and what space means to us as individuals.
Okay.
And I can absolutely show you that if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Come here, sweetness. She's like, oh, I'm getting snuggles. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, sorry. I messed the training up there.
Hi. Good. So I've got nice, yummy chicken liver treats here. And you can see that she's pretty interested in them. They're a lot of fun. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give her a gentle push, and I'm going to say the word off. Off. She's going to come back because she's a dog and she's tenacious. Hi. Or she's like, oh, there's treats back here.
Oh, okay. I see.
Nope. That's okay. So I'll give you, may I?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
She goes, wait a second. I know this.
Hi, sweetheart. Look.
So is it safe to say that all dogs are trainable?
Pretty much, okay. Yeah. You don't run into very many that aren't. And the ones that are, that I've experienced that are not, unfortunately, are a lot of times have neurological issues and things of that nature.
Okay.
So it's something that not a lot of people realize.
Okay.
Nope. So I'll use the treats too. Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
So repetitive actions.
No. Yep.
Okay.
Nope. Now that's important. Yes, it's important that you don't allow them to get the treats, otherwise they're self-rewarding. But you can see, nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
She's like, but they're so good.
Nope. And it's just repetitive. No.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, you almost got one.
And then say they jump up on you all the
same difference,
time.
right?
Same things. Okay.
Nope. Yes. Now she lost interest. I'm going to go ahead and reward her just for backing off of my space here.
Oh.
And it's
okay.
Hi, baby. Yeah. Nope. Yes. Good
Look
choice.
At that.
Nope.
That was in a matter of minutes.
Nope.
Wow.
Yes. Good choice. Good choice, sweetheart. And it's okay to pet. It's okay to give these treat rewards. And it doesn't make any difference that I'm pulling these right out of the jar that she's interested in. Now, if she sits, yes, and she gives, oh, she's itching. I'll take it anyway. And she gives me a nice desired behavior about that, then I'm going to go ahead and reward her. And oftentimes they'll just offer that to us because they like us.
Yeah.
But it works the exact same way with her jumping up on you. She's like, no, I won't do it now.
Right. She said, I saw your leg. And I heard that video, so she's not going to do that. Okay.
Off. Yes. Good.
Oh, that is so cool.
Good.
You think she already knows this sit and roll over and all that? Those are advanced tricks. Listen, people. Okay.
So The thing about it is, yes, it's not about whether or not the dog knows it. It's whether or not we know how to communicate it.
Oh, drop the mic. We heard that.
The only thing that I do differently than, Joe or George or whoever is that I'm talking a lot of times in the same language as them. And what that means to me is if I want her out of my space, I can actually move her out of my space. If I want her to do a sit like we just talked about, hi, sweetness. I'm going to lead her and guide her and show her, yes, how to sit. And that's how you have to treat a dog because, like I said, and it's a huge thing and I'll always preach it, they don't come factory preset with these behaviors that we love from them.
That's so sweet. Zelda, you did very well. Look at Bandit just waiting patiently over there in the wings there.
Said I'm ready for my snacks.
Yes. Okay. I found it very interesting. I learned from a canine unit not too terribly long ago that when the animals find drugs, it's not that they're actually finding the drugs. They were just rewarded so many times when they stopped on that smell or they stopped on whatever it was. And I was like, because they call them drug sniffing dogs, but it's really just being rewarded when they stop on that particular,
Absolutely.
Thing. So, all right, Zelda, are we done with Zelda? Are we going to bring Bandit up?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. You're a very sweet baby.
Bandit is anxiously waiting to get over
All
here.
right.
Hello.
Good job, Bandit.
Trade
Or
you.
Zelda. Bandit's up next. Okay. Hi, honey. Hello.
Bandit is a 7-month-old shepherd mix.
Okay. All right. Hi. Are you ready? The camera's that way. Camera's that way. Okay. What do you think?
So I'm just gonna say I'm a little bit of a gusher for shepherds. I have 2 of my own. They're my breed.
Okay.
And so I've got a soft spot. One thing that shepherds in particularly are pretty bad about can be mouthing, which can be fixed exactly the same way that we just talked about fixing that space issue.
Okay.
I want to talk about kind of coming home from the shelter. I know that they're dogs that obviously will be coming home from the shelter before long, hopefully. And I want to talk about how we can kind of orchestrate that with some success.
Okay. Sounds good.
The first thing that I want to say is that when you're working with a dog that's coming home from the shelter, they're being completely displaced.
Right.
They don't know what to do. They don't know how to live. They don't know how to be successful. And we don't oftentimes know how to teach them that.
Right.
So a couple of things that I always tell people is that when you first bring your dog home, I know you want to snuggle, I know you want to cuddle, but one of the first things that I do is I don't necessarily just let them on my furniture right away, which can be so hard because, look at that face, right?
I know.
But the idea is that you want them to understand that the things that you're working towards are privileges that they have the ability to earn with good behavior, not entitlements that we have to give them on a consistent basis.
Right.
So I always say that if you're going to knock if you're going to keep your dogs off of the furniture, then they need to have a dog bed. They need to have somewhere comfortable that they can hang out.
They know they can go. Okay.
But then it also creates that positive separation where we don't have to worry about, starting separation anxiety and things like that.
Okay. Which that's a real thing. People don't realize that your animals, they miss you when you leave.
So separation anxiety is that taken to the most unhealthy level.
Okay.
And it's so unfortunate. It happens very commonly with retired people, where, Grandpa Tom wants to go to vacation in Florida and doesn't want to take the dog, and the dog just has an awful time the entire time that he is gone because the only thing that Bandit knows in life is how to be him, around him.
Wow. Yeah, that's, and people, those are things you've got to stop and think about. Obviously when you see the faces, you're like, yes, I will take that animal home with me. But then you have to think about the days, the months, and the years that will follow, and what's your lifestyle, and is that lifestyle conducive to having a pet?
And it not always is. We actually got our most recent dog named Milo. He's a year-old German Shepherd, and we got him because I had trained him as when he was about 4 months old, and his handler, unfortunately, didn't have the time for him.
Wow.
So we took him in with the intent of rehoming, and my wife's heart is so big, too big sometimes, and we ended up bringing him in and keeping him. So.
Oh, wow. So how many, do I dare ask how many you have?
We only have 3,
Okay.
which is probably too many, for me at least.
So I know at your pet store, the other thing is you've really got to be concerned with the quality of food that you're giving your animal. I think for so long people would just disregard that or wouldn't think along those lines. And now we've learned over time that they too have special needs and diets that work best for them.
They do, and I've actually, nutrition wasn't my specialty when I started this.
Okay.
So I'm a firm believer that if you're struggling, you should surround yourself with people that are smarter than you are.
That's a very good advice.
And so I reached out to a pet nutritionist in San Antonio, and she had glowing reviews, amazing person, very, very kind. And I started talking with her about, hey, you know, what do I need to know about these types of foods? What can I do? So my entire store inventory has been orchestrated around what she has researched, essentially.
Sure, research, that's so important.
It is, it's unbelievable, especially when you're in a situation where you're feeding essentially the same stuff over and over and over again. It's gotta be good stuff. You can't allow it to be lackluster food because they're getting it all the time.
And even though you love to feed from the table because you think they respond, they're so cute with that. What's your advice there?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
And now I was actually a vet tech for about 1.5 years. And if not just for the behavioral issues, you see a lot of dogs start coming in later on in life with pancreatitis.
Oh.
And pancreatitis, from my limited understanding, is caused from fats that they eat.
Okay.
And us as humans are used to eating all the fatty, yummy, delicious things, right?
That, right.
But their bodies are not used to that. And we, for the health and longevity of your pet more than anything else, I usually say no to table scraps.
Right. So when people come in and they're desperate, what's that one thing that you offer your customers or your clients? You know, obviously there's got to be some patience there. You've got to give them time to respond. But what are those words of encouragement that you offer your clientele?
Yeah, so that's a really great question. The thing about it is that I deal with clients of all shapes and sizes, ages, and tenants. So, I mean, I'll deal with people from 80 years old to 15 years old.
Sure.
I don't think that there's any one necessarily one clear-cut piece of advice, but I think the thing that tends to resonate with people is just showing them something can be done.
Sure. Sure.
So if they're struggling with Bandit sitting down, then and you can show them with a little communication and a little bit of understanding and a little bit of kindness that we can form these behaviors in a matter of a few seconds, then it can make a world of difference and give people that hope that they really are seeking after.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to use them as taste testers coming out of the kitchen because we've got some not only human-friendly, but we've got some pet-friendly snacks today that we're going to make in the kitchen, so we're going to let them try those out as well.
I don't think they'll have any issue with that.
Is there anything else you wanted to mention that I didn't ask you about?
I mean, like she said, and like Diane said, adopt, don't shop. If you have the ability to take a dog home that needs a home, super important.
Good. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Go see him. He's a wealth of information. Look what he did with these 2 dogs in no time. We'll be right back.
Our business model is to find them homes and get them adopted.
Well, we have to start at the front of the house. So it's Pawsotively Scrumptious Mobile Cat Cafe.
I'm not gonna be Saturday, middle of the week's my Saturday. I'll be smoking, pour a little bit of Bud Light in my cup, little bit of Pick Me Up. I'm not gonna be Saturday.
I help students when they come right out of high school. We want to get them through that 2 years and get them into a career or get them onto a transfer. But we're also here for the adults like I was. I always knew I wanted to have choices and do different things. I went to apprentice school, I went to lineman's school, and then having the education expanded on that. Come and visit us online, come visit us in person. I would always encourage people to check out the website and look at the events page and see what's happening and what's coming up.
At CRHPC, we strive to meet the medical, dental, and pharmacy needs of patients. In addition to family medicine, pediatrics, and offering x-ray services at reduced costs, CRHPC treats patients needing dermatology, a colonoscopy, and those with questions about women's health. Need help managing diabetes and want to learn how to eat healthy? Or you're looking for a psychiatrist? We treat behavioral health needs. CRHPC is also a Suboxone provider. Come see us if you need help regulating testosterone levels. We can assist with weight loss, wound care, treat joint pain. Find help at any one of our 14 locations throughout Southern Illinois, where walk-ins are always welcome. For more, visit crhpc.org.
Did you know your teenager's brain is more likely to get addicted to nicotine than yours? The tobacco and vaping industries do. They target teens with their products and try to cover up the fact that there's nicotine in them. They're trying to get your kids addicted and make them customers for life, but you can stop them. Talk with your kids about the real dangers of vaping. The tobacco and vaping industry sure won't.
Well, I think our biggest service that we offer is our customer service. We genuinely care about people, and the people that come in, like, we want to do the best that we can for them.
We really value the customer more than anything else, taking care of them and making them feel like, you know, they're at home when they come here.
Best feature about this bank is just its family environment. We're here to help you.
You are a customer that we want to know what you need and what kind of service can we give you to make it better. And our people are going to give the best service available.
Hi, Angie.
Hi.
Welcome to the Cat Cafe. Come on in.
I have to say, this was my very first experience in a cat cafe.
Well, this is the only mobile cat cafe in the United States.
Okay. Well, that's why. That's why I haven't been in one before.
Well, there are a lot of brick and mortar ones.
Okay.
Actually, St. Louis has 4.
Okay.
And I've been to all but 1. So our business model is to find them homes and get them adopted.
Well, we have to start at the front of the house. So
Sure.
it's Pawsotively Scrumptious Mobile Cat Cafe. And you always begin by offering the coffee.
Absolutely.
Because it's important. There's a mission behind the coffee as well.
Right.
Talk about that.
KittyTown Coffee is a company out of New Jersey, and for every bag of coffee that we sell or that we buy, they feed a cat for a week. And the kitty cats, each one is named after a real cat.
Aw.
People submit pictures of their cats.
Love that.
And then they get to decide. People vote, and it's a great cause.
So I think they've had their coffee because they're all jumping around like crazy in there, and they're having a really good time. So the concept is such: you come in, you have your coffee, and then you're going to make a donation to keep this running, and then to go in and have some fun with the kitties.
Absolutely. We ask for a $5 donation for anybody 6 years and up.
Okay.
To come in and play with the cats, because we are a nonprofit and they eat a lot of food. Presently we have 15 cats that are looking for homes, and we go through about 20 pounds of food a week. So
You know, well, and this one's going to need some medical care in just a little bit because they're jumping.
This is Lily.
Lily, okay. Lily is adorable.
She had 7 siblings. They were actually thrown out of a car when they were 3 weeks old.
See.
And so we got them, and we all have homes now except Lily.
Oh,
so
really? And you know, here's what I love. So we had the puppies on, and now we've got the kitties, and the fact that it's just getting their faces out there, their names, which makes them real, you know, in the eyes of people, and they realize, you know, there's a need, and that home needs to be provided because that's important. So,
well, and we really advocate for spay and neutering.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have a graph up on our chart about the fact that a female cat and her spouse, and if they only have 2 litters a year and 2.8 kittens live, after 9 years, over 11,000 cats will be generated. So it's really, really important that people spay and neuter their pets.
Yeah, no doubt. And we learned earlier that we had a lady on who owns a 501c3 not-for-profit dog sanctuary, essentially, or animal sanctuary. I think they do have the dogs and the cats. And their vet on staff, to date, this was 20,000 of spaying and neutering the animals, so you wouldn't have all of those, you know, those pets. Not that they're unwanted, but it's overpopulation,
Absolutely.
you know, and you have to be so careful with that. But, you know, I would imagine that a big part of this, and it's come to light more now, it's therapy for people when you get to spend some time with a furry friend. Talk about that.
Well, ultimately we want to get them adopted, but we realize there's people that have cat allergies, people who live in apartments who can't have cats. So the kitty cats need to be socialized as well. So by them coming onto the truck, spending time with the kitty cats, it helps us get them socialized. So when the right person walks in and goes, oh, I need that cat, then they can take them home.
I love that.
Because some of the kitties that come to us aren't well socialized.
Okay. And where do you keep all of these kitties? They run free on the open terrain somewhere, or where
we
are
have
they?
a barn. It's 34 by 56, and it has 3 12-foot bays. We've walled one of those bays off, and now they roam free in a 14 by 34 space. We have shelving they can climb on. We've got cat trees, all kinds of beds, toys galore.
So they don't want to leave, obviously.
Sometimes they'll sneak into the other part of the barn, and pretty soon they come back and they're crying, "Let me back in the room. There's no fun in this other part."
They're very playful. We've watched them. They're tossing like a ball around in there and playing with one another, and that's really look at that. That's so cool.
Well, they've got all kinds of toys. We do have a litter box in there so that they can do what they need to do. We can take the truck anywhere.
Awesome.
We try to go within a 100-mile range of where we live.
Okay.
I had a lady ask me if we would bring the truck to her wedding.
Nice.
I said, "You name it, we'll take it anywhere."
I love that.
The first event we did was Career Day at Blueford High School. That
Okay.
was a lot of fun.
That's cool.
And it, educating the kids when they come aboard, and we talk to them about, do you have pets? Are they spayed or neutered? That sort of thing.
So smart.
It's really neat. And the cats are attracted to the little kids, and they can get in there and play and get right down on the floor with them. And the cats crawl up in their laps, and it's a good time.
That's
it's
awesome.
a lot of fun.
Well, good for you. I think everybody should find a passion like this because it's obviously benefiting, our four-legged friends there, but I bet you get a lot out of it too.
I do. I retired recently, and this is my full-time job, and I spend a lot of time with the kitty cat.
That's okay. That's why they're so darn likable. Look at them.
It's fun. Oh, it's a lot of fun. And I meet awesome people. I really think that somebody else had a hand in this because of the people that I have met and the opportunities that have been provided to us. Purina was kind enough. They donated 4 pallets of litter to us.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so it's, a lot of people have stepped up to help.
Well, thank you so much for coming by our studio today.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
And
this is so
wonderful.
exciting.
This coffee is great.
I'm glad you like it.
It's really good.
Like I said, we brew it and serve it in the truck, and as well as we sell it to anybody who wants it.
Okay. And how do they find you to learn more?
We are on Facebook as Pawsotively Scrumptious, and it's spelled Pawsotively.
Of course, yes.
Got to have the pause in there. And we post the events that we're going to be at. So follow us on Facebook, and you'll know where we're going to be.
Wonderful. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
And we'll be right back.
My name is Jack the Underdog. I'm a pop punk artist from Nashville, and this is one of my original songs called Sad Today. Hope you like it.
Life is so damn boring. Same thing, none of it's important. It's all wrong, but it's alright. I should probably care, but it feels so good messing up my life. I'm not gonna be sad today. Middle of the week's my Saturday. I'll be smoking, pour a little bit of Bud Light in my cup, little bit of pick me up. I'm not gonna be sad today. Everything's gonna be okay. I'll be smoking, pour a little bit of Bud Light in my cup. Even though everything sucks, I'm not gonna be sad today. Couple tickets that I ain't paid, so they towed my whip out the driveway. Only bad news, but it's okay. See the upside when you're getting sideways. It's all wrong, but it's all alright. I should probably care, but it feels so good messing up my life. I'm not gonna be sad today. Middle of the week's my Saturday. I'll be smoking, pour a little bit of Bud Light in my cup, little bit of pick me up. I'm not gonna be sad today. Everything's gonna be okay. I'll be smoking, pour a little bit of Bud Light in my cup. Even though everything sucks, I'm not gonna be sad today. I'm not gonna be sad today. I'm not gonna be sad today. Saving all that for another day. I'll be smoking, pour a little bit of Bud Light in my cup, even though it's never enough. I'm not gonna be sad today. Middle of the week's my Saturday. I'll be smoking, pour a little bit of Bud Light in my cup, little bit
sad today. Yeah. Thanks, y'all.
Jack the Underdog, but I tell you, I bet on you to win. I'm just, from the moment you walked in and your positivity, whether you have to sing about it or you have to put it on a hat, you know, I mean, there's a message and you don't need to be sad.
And you're just gonna mash it all around.
Yeah, you really would want to use your hands on that, right? Okay, if you insist. Get all that ooey gooey goodness there. There you go, okay. You did wash your hands, right?
I did.
Sure, at some point today you did.
My name is Lee Eklund. I'm the Center Director for Malone's Early Learning Center. You got to have that love and passion, and being able to come here and see how rewarding it is to have a child learn how to tie their shoes or have a child learn how to stack blocks. It's so rewarding.
When I was at John A. Logan, it really gave me the mentality of we're coming in to teach the children, not to watch the children. And so it taught me the importance of engaging with them, becoming one with the classroom, and really having that involvement there.
Video visit encounters can be scheduled throughout the day. By offering video visits, patients can be seen and evaluated in the comfort of their own home. They don't have to leave the house or visit a crowded waiting room. Most problems can be dealt with effectively through a video encounter. It saves a lot of time, effort, and expense. Please come check us out at Christopher Rural Health, and we'll be happy to help you in any way we can.
As vehicles have evolved, so have our attitudes about safety. Seatbelts were a welcome addition, and fortunately, we found a way to protect our little ones as well. We added airbags and safety glass, and a long list of other safety features. But there's still something that doesn't come standard, and that's clean air. Only you can protect your passengers from the toxic chemicals in secondhand smoke. So thank you for keeping others safe by choosing not to smoke.
And I've decided to step in for Tom. I don't have nearly the talent, but you know.
We'll make do.
Man, he's good. He gives you that jam you need, right?
He's my homie. He's my buddy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Listen, guys, Jack the Underdog, but I tell you, I bet on you to win. I'm just, from the moment you walked in and your positivity, whether you have to sing about it or you have to put it on a hat, you know, I mean, there's a message, and you don't need to be sad. You know, you're dealing with today and your future. A bunch of stuff has happened to us in the past, all of us, but it's how you deal with it today moving forward. So welcome and thank you for your messages.
Thank you for having me here. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, such a good song. And I shared with you years ago, she was on a flatbed trailer in Nashville. That little known individual, Taylor Swift.
Who's that?
You know,
I don't know if I know who that is.
She was singing about one Tim McGraw at that point. So I love the fact that your rendition of one of Taylor's songs has just popped off.
Absolutely did not expect it at all. We did a mashup. I'm part of the Riot House. We did a mashup of Taylor Swift songs. We got a ton of comments saying, you know, give us Back in December, give us a full cover. And then we did, and then really just took off from there. Did not expect it at all.
Millions and millions and millions of you. So we thank you. Our
Thank
fans.
you all.
Yes. And you know, you've introduced another word to me today that I did not know. Swemo. Is that a genre or the
Yes.
kind of content?
So it's like a genre, a fan. It's really a lot of different things. Swemo is the mixture of Swiftie and emo. So we use it to say it's a genre, right? Like Swemo music. That cover I played earlier, that's the Swemo Back in December cover. But it can also be a fan. Like a Swemo is someone that likes both Taylor Swift and alternative music.
This girl, Taylor Swift, she just keeps coming up.
She keeps bringing up new things.
Yeah. Bless her heart. She's doing amazing work. And you know what? I have a lot of respect for her because what people don't realize is she worked hard to get where she is today. And there were a lot of long hours. And, you know, you do have to sacrifice for things if you want them in life. And you're doing that. So not only are you performing and sharing your message, but you care about people in a lot of different ways. And how are you showing that?
So that's a big part of why I even chose my name, Jack the Underdog. I wanted to be able to kind of be a voice for people that feel like they are pushed to the side or ignored. So I know when I was a kid, listening to music was what really helped me. So I wanted to kind of create that and be that going forward. But yeah, I think for Taylor and for all of these people, like there are so many ways that we can get boxed in or labeled. And it really just shows that as artists, we can do so much. And we really just want to share our art. with the world.
Well, I'll share with you in high school, you know, it's such a tough time. And whoever says that high school and college are the best days of your life, they're crazy.
Yeah, definitely
you have
not high
no
school.
control over your life at that point. So, and people can be mean, you know, and I remember, I guess they were called emo kids or
The scene kids.
I would seek them out because you know what? The coolest, the smartest had so much more to offer than most of the yahoos that walked around talking about them.
Absolutely. I've always thought my people are the ones with tattoos and piercings and dyed hair. You know, those are my people for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, you're missing out if you don't open your eyes in the world and don't be afraid of people just because they don't look like you. But, you know, your work is so important and you shared with me earlier, I mean, you're doing some serious work on the social side of things and some social work there. Talk about that
Absolutely.
mission.
So in addition to doing music full time, I also work in social justice, social work. I am a trainer at a nonprofit in Nashville to create safer spaces in alcohol serving establishments and in music spaces.
Okay.
So sexual violence prevention specifically. And I really love doing it. I know I really want to build a community and kind of create resources and awareness for that.
Is that the Riot House? Is that?
So Riot House is separate. That's
Okay.
a group I'm a part of as well. That's the group that did the Back to December cover with.
Very
so
nice.
NZ is one of the Riot House members. We did that one together. And we meet up pretty much every week just to make mashups, covers, originals, just hang out.
Yeah. Nashville is a great place to be so you can join those people who are like-minded and find your niche and that group that you can write with, expand on.
Absolutely.
618 House, was it? Have you?
615 House.
615
Yes.
House. They were here.
Some of my good friends.
And
I
now
love
they're
them.
like Ashley Cook at the time. She was in that house and you know, look at what's happened to her career. And I know you're
Absolutely.
going to, I mean, sorry, Ashley, but he's probably coming for you.
No.
There's room
Ashley's
for
got more on
everybody.
me.
Yeah, there's room for everybody. So what is your message that maybe we haven't shared so far today?
Like I said, I really want to be able to be a voice for people that feel ignored, unheard. My tagline that I put in everything is "You matter." I think it's something that we all deserve to be reminded of, that you matter, that you are important, and that you are the only one that can do what you're doing, which I think is a really important thing. We can all maybe pick up a guitar and sing a song for a musician. We can all get behind a camera and shoot photos, but you're the only one that can do what you do. And I find a lot of beauty in that. Of
Amen.
Finding other people that can, you know, contribute to the community as well.
And don't be sad today or any day, ever. Okay, thank you so much. You're
Thank you for
you're a
having
treasure,
me.
and we appreciate you coming.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an honor.
All right, we'll be right back. Well, it's safe to say that this show has gone to the dogs and the cats.
And the cats. It's been positively perfect.
Oh, see, and here it positive. Okay, what you got, Walker?
I mean, like, I was feeling real rough when I came in.
Rough. Yeah, every dog has its day. Anybody else? What you got? What you got?
What's your purpose?
Purpose. Excellent. Emily,
be
you
the
got anything?
underdog.
I mean, I'm hungry, so I'm just thinking about some pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni. Love that.
Ooh,
Okay, okay. Listen, guys, when we started our day, we were thinking about this. We've got to do a little shout out to our sponsor of the Spiel in the Kitchen Prairie Farms. They are now out with a single serve iced coffee, everybody. And the crowd goes wild, right? Okay. So listen, their whole slogan, which I love this, it's like skip those long lines, get your single serve, and they're your favorite coffee house flavors. Yes, and we're going to test
gonna
these
try 'em?
flavors. Yes. Now, what are you going to be doing? You're going to make something today.
I am, yeah. We're gonna do some little at-home animal treats.
How's this? Is this the way to open it?
I think so, yeah. Use your teeth.
Yeah, usually that's really cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but the great thing about this is you can get this at the grocery store, not too costly, and it's
Okay.
something fun you can do with your kids. So
Oh,
you want
nice.
to make a day of it. They're also people friendly, so you forget a snack for your kiddo and the puppers, all right there.
The good boy, what is it?
It's the boy biscuit.
The boy biscuits and the good girl. The boy biscuits, good boy and good girl biscuits. So whether it's your pup or your youngin', it's good. Okay, we're gonna try this one.
What's
then
your
we're gonna-
favorite flavor?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be mocha, but I'm gonna let you know in just 2 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna make how many? How many of the little pet children
So we have
treats?
2 different kinds. We have a sweet potato And then we have a peanut butter banana combo.
Yes, excellent. Okay, the mocha is fantastic, Prairie Farms. Good job. Okay. You know what? Caramel is another. Oh my goodness.
I love caramel.
What a great day. Okay, well then you keep this one over there. You can have that one.
Perfect.
And the mason jars, that's a very nice touch. So, single serve Prairie Farms, good job. They've always had it in the half gallons and done really, really well in stores, so it's nice
I
to
like
see
this.
that.
You can grab it, take it in your car.
And go, that's it. Okay, how can I help you?
All right, so what we're gonna do, super easy. Let's do the peanut butter one first.
Well, you do that, and then I've got more jokes. So,
Oh,
okay,
I was gonna say because you're gonna get dirty,
yeah,
but
okay.
I guess I am.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch it. Go ahead and tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, so all you need is just one banana, medium sized, and you wanna get one that's not too ripe.
Okay.
So
Did we run this by all the pet specialists to see it's
we
all
did.
good to go?
Yeah,
Okay.
these are very pet friendly.
Okay.
The only thing you
excellent.
need to watch out for, obviously, if someone has a peanut allergy.
Okay.
And the nice thing, if you're working with kids, you can get messy, just tear it up.
Love that.
So then, if you want to be super precise, it's going to be 2 cups of oats and 2 different ways to do this. A lot of people have oats sitting around. Just pop it in the blender,
So
blend
good.
it up, measure it out. Or you can buy oat flour at pretty much any grocery store.
Okay.
And you really don't have to measure it, which is also the fun thing with kids.
Yes.
So a little bit of oat flour.
Yes, I love that.
We'll do a little of this for fun.
Now, to go with this, some coffee would be nice. So,
It
what do
would.
cats use to make coffee? Cats use to make coffee. Continue.
I don't know.
Percolator.
It's time for the percolator.
Lucas, that was good. Okay, thanks. That was
Then you
good.
just want 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. And then you're just gonna mash it all around.
Yeah, you
Get
really
nice
would
and-
want to use your hands on that, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, if you insist. Get all that ooey gooey goodness there. There you go. Okay. You
like-
did wash your hands, right?
I did.
Sure. At some point today you did. Okay. So once we get all this done, you're just gonna, is this the one
And
you?
then there's 2 different ways you can do this. If
Okay.
you feel like, if there's a holiday coming up, say like St. Patrick's Day, or if hearts, stars, anything, you
Oh,
can
that's
roll this
sweet.
out.
Okay.
Take little cookie cutters and
Okay.
make designs.
Very
Or
nice.
if you just want to be messy
I
like
think
I
you
am.
need some more
I do, thank
flour
you.
or something.
That's the
Okay.
nice thing about flour.
Is that good? You good? Okay. Look how I'm assisting there. Would you like another joke?
I would.
This is okay. This you kind of stole. Somebody stole my punchline. But what did the dog say when he sat down on sandpaper? Rough. Is that good? Not as good. Okay.
Some
All right.
like it
We'll try
rough.
one more. Let me see. I think I saved some more. Okay. When the animal, the dog or the cat, refused to share their toy, what did they say?
No.
How about it's mine for forever and ever? Okay, enough with that. Okay, these look great. I love this. And you do have to cook these though?
You do. So you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
You can pop them in for 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
Depends on how you like it, as long as it rises.
Okay.
That's all that
And it
matters.
looks like I'm going to have to help with the other one because you're in a mess.
I'm in a
So,
mess right
okay.
now.
What do we do with the sweet potatoes?
So you just chop up the sweet potatoes. You don't even have to put olive
Voila.
oil or anything on it
Look at
because
this.
you want it to be as natural as possible.
Okay. Yeah, and then you were just going right on this,
Right on the
Right on the
yeah,
thing,
You're
okay.
gonna place them right on there.
and then you have like some frosting for these almost.
You can, if
Okay.
you prefer frosting, the pet-friendly version, just plain Greek yogurt.
Yogurt. Okay,
Yeah.
Greek yogurt. And
Everything
then-
plain. So
Okay.
along with the peanut butter, make sure it doesn't have sugar added into it.
That's smart.
But you can get natural peanut butter at the grocery store. Or if you're feeling super adventurous, you can
Okay.
make your own peanut butter.
Love that with the powder and all of that. Or you're talking about like from the actual.
Grinding up the peanuts. Wow.
That's commitment. Okay. And right there on the end is what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. And we still have some taste testers in house, so we're going to
We
be able
do.
to share that. And I think we even have a volunteer, Walker, maybe willing to become, what is it? A guy who enjoys the Scooby snack, was it? Shaggy. Yes, yes, yes. Rob, any more jokes or anything really clever to say before we leave?
Always tip your waitress.
Tip your waitress and your bartender or your valet driver, your dog walker,
Your dog sitter.
your bark tender. Perfect. Okay. This is when we definitely need to bow out.
That's it. We're done.
Okay. All right. Listen, I do have one update though before we leave. Our beautiful friends from Split, Croatia, they were here. You remember Olya and Rafael. Olya originally from Ukraine and Rafael from Chile. They are safely back in Croatia. And for those of you, we just need to add insult to injury. This is what they flew home to. This is what it looked like right before they landed. That's just mean.
beautiful.
Why would they send that? Like,
Why do you have to be so mean?
why do you have to be so mean, guys? I mean, but look, it's that place you didn't know you wanted to go until
I'm there.
you
I'm
do.
there.
So, hey, we thank you for tuning in. We had a great time. Any more unfinished business?
I don't
Speak now,
believe-
or forever hold your
Tea.
leash.
beans.
Please. Your who?
Your beans. Like
Your beans. Forever hold your.
beans.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go to the oven with this, right?
We are.
Okay,
I would
guys.
open it for you.
That's
but
okay. Thank you. You're such
You're
a
just
gentleman.
gonna
All right.
Pop
Yeah.
it into the oven.
And for what did we say a time?
Let's do 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes, guys.
Then let them cool.
Okay, and
and
we're ready
serve.
to go. Okay. See you next time.
What's over there?
What's it?
What's over there?
I don't know. I see two furry little friends.
Hey, Lucas, without describing what a dog is, what's over there? Without using the word dog.
I would say it makes like this sound sometimes, you know, and it just means that they love you or they're alarming you of an intruder. They have feet, 4,
Small, docile, ready for anything that can come your way, fully automatic.
There are times that I think I'm similar to a dog, but I realize I only have 2 arms and 2 legs, not 4 legs.
I'm part of the dog. Did you buy a dog costume and wear it?
Depending on the situation, the pay, you know, the circumstances really. If Angie fires me, then yeah. So we'll see if she does after this. Yeah.